Oh, jeez. Hey, friends and fam, you better be careful. So I'm gonna call you out for roughhousing or something. So, guys, we are live today. We want to talk about some things. We're going to talk about how the week ended last week and unfortunately how it began this week. It has been quite a week. But we want to highlight a new supplement that we are super excited about.
Wait, but talk about how we came across it first.
Well, you talk about it.
Okay. So, the person who actually formulated this, it's backwards, however.
It says Keto Start.
Keto Start, made by a company called Audacious Nutrition.
Yes.
So the way that we met the brains of this was actually through Synapse, the business networking that is all about tech. And her husband is
Dom D'Agostino, Dr. Dom D'Agostino.
And she's also a doctor.
Her name is Chilla D'Agostino. And both of them head up the lab at USF that's doing all of the major research on ketones, exogenous ketones, and their effect on the body. And just tons and tons of research that is just really, really exciting when you hear the things that this stuff is capable of helping people do.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This supplement here, she said that these are being used by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yes, actually, that was her first customer, was the Tampa Bay Lightning, because they knew that this supplement was not only going to affect energy, which is what ketones do help us do, because when our body is running on ketones, aka fat, our energy is much greater because it's got a much bigger fuel source to burn. But the biggest thing that the Lightning loved about this is it helps out with focus. So ketones help out the brain in that we can maintain focus for longer without getting that carb fog or that
brain
fog sensation.
Yeah.
So ketones are great for that. They're great for focus and for energy. And the Lightning saw that, and they actually became customers the very year that they won their second Stanley Cup, and have been customers since.
Yeah. So we got to talk to her personally. We were able to meet with her. In fact, she was even inviting us over. And I'm like, God, just how do we get in the presence of these people? This is amazing. It's only by God. But this is really cool. So this one has caffeine.
Yes, this other version does not. That's why the packages are slightly different. But both of them are great. I actually prefer the non-caffeinated
I like the non-caffeinated one too.
Especially when I'm running.
Yeah.
So, well, you use this one today.
So I use this one today, and usually my pace, I'm a slow runner. I'm usually at 16 miles per minute. So I'm taking my, sweet old time. But when I did this, I had this before I ran, I chopped off 3 minutes. So it was actually per mile. So I went from 16 to 13. And I actually realized that, oh my gosh, my focus was just go. And I didn't have to stop. I didn't feel fatigue, and I didn't feel a crash.
And we're talking like, how many miles did you run? Like 5?
I did 5 miles today.
Yeah, so this was over a long period of time. And I felt the same effects with this thing, and even greater over a 10-mile run. And I actually shaved off like 2 minutes per mile for 10 miles straight. I told Chilla when we talked to her, like, this stuff was amazing. I had never taken something that I would sip in my Camelback, and then like 30 seconds later,
you would just go.
My body would feel it, and all of a sudden, the fatigue in my body would kind of just dissipate, and I would just start striding like a gazelle. And this stuff is really, really amazing for that.
So again, it's Keto Start, so there's less than 1 gram of sugar in here. So if you are on keto and you want a good pre-workout that we have tried, that we're just not, hey, try this, supplement, and we don't know what it's about. We have tried this, and we have proven through our own fitness regimen that it works.
Yes, I actually, once we tried it, I was in such a rush to talk to Chilla and be like, hey, I want this. Because the first time we tried it and I ran that 10 miles, I'd never run like that in my life.
Yeah. So the other thing is she does a lot more research with her product, and there's more coming out, even for Alzheimer's patients.
Yeah, she was telling us all kinds of research they're doing with Alzheimer's patients, dementia patients. So many different things that a ketogenic diet does assist in, and this is a supplement that can help maintain that energy source.
So again, this is not created by just some fitness guru or someone that wants people to have.
No, these are actually
These are doctors.
the leading professionals on exogenous ketones, and they've come up with this amazing supplement. And you can get it here with us at Iron Sharpens Iron. You can reach out to us and we can get you hooked up. Or if you would like to use our discount code with Audacious, we can also get you that as well. I believe it's ISI Fit 5.
I think, but we'll have to confirm.
We'll confirm it. But we do have a code you can use on their website, but I would recommend reaching out to us to see how we can partner alongside you and get you a good deal. So,
all right.
That's it for Audacious.
Audacious Nutrition.
And Keto's Start.
So, you guys saw our live last week that we were underneath. And we're real. I mean, we just want to be connected with you guys, especially those who are online, so you know who we are. Especially if you want to join our program, you're not joining just anyone. You're joining us, and we want to connect.
You get the people.
Yeah. So last week we got stuck underneath a car wash. Chris has the golden Midas touch for truck failures.
Listen. It's not. She's talking about the car. That's the one time she was in the car. Okay. I had the truck die on me on Monday.
Our truck.
I had our truck die on me on Monday. I had...
No AC.
Why do you gotta throw that out there? Our truck died on Monday, went to the shop. Her father's truck, the loaner truck, died on me on Wednesday and Thursday. Right?
Yeah.
And then I got my truck back on Friday, and it died on Saturday.
Yeah, the following day, yep.
And then, as I was test driving her father's truck as he was fixing it yesterday, it died. So we had that
But it
addressed.
also died on you on Saturday.
No. And then this morning, I still had the loaner truck, and it died on me this morning.
So that's 4 times.
No, that's 5. That's 5 times I've had a truck die on me in the past week. 5 times, and I was towed twice. And the 2 times I was towed actually was the same tow truck driver, and he was like, dude, we have 60 drivers. I have no idea what the odds are that I would get you twice in 1 week. But actually, we were setting up today. We were taking some videos and some pictures for some promo stuff. And guess who drives by? The same tow truck driver. He's like, hey, is it working? I'm like, well, it's barely working, but it's working. But all that to say, I've had quite a lot of time sitting in the car, quite a lot of time sitting in a tow truck or in a car shop. And really, it's been stressful. I'm not going to lie. But God has been using it. And I sincerely believe that because I got to meet Reddy, who was the tow truck driver.
I thought his name was Randy.
No, Reddy. R-E-D-Y. Reddy. Yeah. So I got to meet Reddy, the tow truck driver. And, the first time I did notice a couple things that led me to believe that he was a believer. But like the second time, it was full-blown God, putting it on me like, hey, dude, make a connection. Because I blew that, or I don't want to say blew up. I broke down right next to an old church the second time. And then when he was towing me, I noticed the cross tattoo on his hand. And when I sat in his truck, I looked up and I noticed a picture of the scene of the disciples in the boat and Jesus calming the storm. So I knew this is a guy that, God is leading me to partner along with and just, encourage in some way. So we spent our tow truck time, talking about business and, his adventures and his ventures and the things he'd like to pursue. I was able to kind of just listen and pour into him from my experience as a business owner, and he was asking questions, and it was a God thing that he put like-minded people together, and I think that was for a reason. So we did exchange contact information. Hopefully, we'll begin a process of discipleship, and we'll see where that leads. But it was just great to see God use those moments, those stressful moments in our lives, and to be able to see, like, okay, God, I see what you're doing. You're doing something bigger, and I just need to stay cool, stay calm.
So that was his God moment through those tow trucking moments and car truck issues. Mm-hmm. Mine was on Sunday because we weren't able to go to our home church. Feather Sound, we love you. Pastor Art, we miss you guys, because we weren't able to go.
Yes.
Because of our truck situation. The church that is 2 blocks away from us, where we're hosting our outdoor group workouts.
Please come April 22nd
through May 27th.
Yep.
We decided, hey, we'll go attend their service to go and, because we want to go to church.
Yeah, I felt the urge early in the morning to get into a house of the Lord. So,
So we went, and unfortunately, they didn't have a children's church, so I had to be with Mariah, and she was getting a little bit, noisy during the preaching. So I went to the fellowship hall, and right next to the fellowship hall is the sanctuary. So it's literally next door to each other, and there's just a door that separates it. So I'm taking care of Mariah, and she's being Mariah, just running around, coloring everything, the walls, the floor, the ceiling. And it hit me at that moment. This is why in Ephesians, I think it says, men, wash your wives with the word. And so it hit me that he's able to focus. He's able to really dial in and listen to the pastor. And I had a TV in the fellowship hall to listen to the preaching, but it just wasn't enough because my attention is divided. Mm-hmm. But my God moment was, this is why the structure of the family is, he is the head, and he is below Christ, and I'm below him, and he washes the word to me, and my ministry goes to Amariah. And so when I realized that, it made me appreciate all the more every time he digs in the word, every time he goes to Christ, every time he has fellowship with other men, every time he is open, honest, and vulnerable to other people and say, hey, can you pray for me? And again, I saw that. It was a visual that the Lord had given me on Sunday. That was my God moment. So we walked, and Mariah was in her, stroller, and we walked home, and it was nice. It was a peaceful Sunday, Palm Sunday, but we just had God moments during the week, and to close out the week, we were able to just enjoy fellowship with our brothers and sisters down the street.
Mm-hmm. And, just in closing all that, God really does work even in those most stressful times in our lives. Like I said, we had a very stressful week, and then this week didn't start out as
great as we wanted.
As great, yeah, because I had a car breakdown on me this morning. But through it all, God shows every day that his plan is for me to sneeze on camera. His plan is far greater than ours, and even it looks tough in a situation, just to have faith that whatever is going on, he's working it out for our good, for his good, for the benefit of the kingdom.
So with all of that, we hope that you guys stay connected with us. Thank you for loving on us, sending us prayers and encouragement along the way, especially those who know our story. But guys, if anything, we are also here for you. We are here to help you in your journey, especially with your walk with Christ.
Amen.
So we reach out to us at any time. DM him or DM me.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for listening. But I think it's time for us to pick up our daughter.
Yep.
So God bless, guys.
Have a great week.
Remember to make moves.